Today, I want to talk about dreams. As herbalists, we are often full of dreams and things that we want to do and bring into the world, because I'm willing to bet that most herbalists are in this field because we have a passion for working with the plants, and with that comes all of these desires and wants and things that we want to bring into the world. It might be that cute little herbal store. It might be bringing a new product line out into fruition. It might be starting your own herbal farm, growing plants that you've never grown before, or even just that community meeting space, be that on a farm or in a store or whatever that is. There are so many different dreams that we have, but in this video, I want to talk about those dreams and how they actually become something real. Because to create something, we actually first need to dream it up in our mind. It needs to actually exist in our mind, and we need to believe that it really exists, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it is. It exists in our mind before we actually build it again for real this time, in real life, that people can see it. And both of those steps, that building in your mind and the building in real life, are really, really important, because nothing can be built without first dreaming it is possible, okay? Like, this goes for everything in the world. Nothing happens without really having that possibility that it can exist. And then we need to be able to really believe that it is possible before we can do something. And that is when real things actually get built. Some of us are more tend to be more dreamers, while others are more go-getters, and some people are really balanced and are able to do both. Or and it really does depend on the person. But I think a very valuable thing that you can do as an herbal entrepreneur is to get to know yourself really well. I would really encourage you, and it does not matter what your personal strengths are, because it's really about doubling down on what yours are and getting to know yourself so that you can balance that out, or find the right people to help you as well. But I wanted to share a little bit about that dreaming aspect first of all, because like I said, I'm always full of ideas and have a general tendency towards optimism and just believe that a lot of things could happen, and go for it with full tank of enthusiasm is the way I go about things. And I think that is pretty important quality as an herbal entrepreneur, just to really go in and do it. And this really does go for all of those dreams as well, like that before something exists, dreaming about what's possible. Because when you allow yourself to dream about what's possible and what you want to create, it gives you some kind of direction to follow. Because if you don't have that dream, for example, looking at the other side, it's more like you're floating in the sea, allowing the currents to take you whichever way they please, and you're going with your flow, which might be okay. You might like where you end up, but you're not really creating something. You're just adapting to what there already is. When you allow yourself to dream, you allow yourself to create the path, to decide which way you want to go, and actually mold the world around you based on what you want to create. So if you can dream, if you can think up that thing that you want to create and visualize where you want to go and what you want to do in your mind, it gives you that direction of how to actually make it happen as well, which we'll get to in the real life stab in a moment. Your dream is most likely going to be different from someone else's dream. We have thousands of herbalists in our community, and a lot of them might have similar dreams, wanting to create an herbal store or an herbal farm or teach classes, these general categories. But the specifics of your dream are going to be different. The way you want to teach, the way you want to connect with people, the way you want to bring the herbs into the lives of the people in your community, those specifics are most likely going to be unique to you, because it's your mind, your dream, and eventually it's going to be your herbal business that comes to life. So you might be an herbalist who just wants to live on a farm and grow all the herbs that you need and be able to make quality herbal products from what you harvest and sell them at markets or at a little shop inside your farm or something like that. You might want to have like a little store in a urban area selling products to people who might not have access to them otherwise. Have a little plant bar where people can relax and have custom tea blends or herbal cocktails. Or maybe you have a dream of opening up an herbal practice where there's a constant flow of people coming in to see you and allowing you to help them on their journey so that they can have better health outcomes, and with the assistance of the plant remedies and allies there. Or maybe you want to teach, maybe you want to open up an herbal school and just connect with people so that they can take the reins back on their own wellness and understand how they can use herbs in their day-to-day life to live better. But the point here is that it doesn't matter what your specific dream is. The key is that you actually have one, okay? The key is that you think about what you want to happen and you can visualize it in your mind. You can see what it really feels like, what it is, what people feel when they come into your space. If you can visualize where you want to go, you're halfway there. You've got what you want to happen. Then it comes to the second part of the equation. You've already created what you've got in your head, what you want to create. Now it comes to creating it in real life. This is the actualization phase, and really what truly counts, because you can have all the dreams in your mind that you want, but if you don't actually make it happen, no one is going to experience your dreams. Okay, so this is where you have that dream, you get it started, and you follow through, because that is the only way that people are actually going to benefit from your dream. So figuring out those steps of how to get from A to B and actually connect the dots. You might be thinking about who you need to help you. Will you need specific tools? How long will it take? Do you need a specific space to help you make that happen? What kind of sacrifices will you need to make in the rest of your life to allow this dream to come into fruition? What kind of monetary investments will you need initially to allow this dream to happen? What other connections or maintenance costs will you need to make it happen? And when you start to connect these dots, the question is not like whether your dream is going to happen. It is really when it's going to come into fruition, okay? And this is where you go about creating those tasks and ticking them off, getting them done with that determination and willingness to accept that you might be swimming against the current. You might not be just going with the flow in the sea here, because you have got a destination in mind and you are going to make it happen. And you are darn well going to swim anyway. Okay, like that attitude is going to get you somewhere when you are not going with the tide, but you have got a dream and you are not going to let anything stop you. That does not mean, by the way, that you don't adapt. You absolutely should adapt to the results and the feedback that you're getting as you go about creating your dream. You might get feedback from your customers that what you dreamed is not actually exactly what they want, and you can adjust your dream to measure up and to create not only what you want, but what people want as well. And so most of us naturally are a little bit stronger in one or the other of these areas. They might be better at dreaming and tend to lack that follow through and actually getting things done, or they might be absolutely hardcore at following through and making things happen, but lack that imagination and creativity to think of something new and really dream up how it could be something that doesn't exist yet. But more than anything, it's being aware of that, those strengths and those weaknesses, and coming up with ways to actually get to the next level and keep on working to where you want to get, knowing these strengths and weaknesses. And so coming away from this video, there are two key things that I would like you to think about. The first is really, what is your dream? Really just encouraging you to get clear mentally on what that dream is, what you want to create, and what it's going to mean for you and the people around you in your community. And secondly, what you're doing to make it happen, okay? This is a pretty deep question because it often involves a lot of people, things, projects, and things like that. And it's project management in a nutshell, and it can take a lot of time. But to really start thinking about those broad, what your dream is and how you are making it actually happen is a great starting place to make something great happen in the end. It's where you need to spend your mental energy in really creating in your mind first what you want to happen, believing it, and then just letting it out into the world, because it will come into the world in a much more graceful way when you have created it first in your mind and it has become a fully embodied dream within you, and then it can really grow out of you. If I hope that makes sense. It truly does make sense to me, but it is a bit of an abstract concept if you're not used to dreaming and making your dreams happen, perhaps. But I would like to encourage you to really give it a go, right? Think about what your dream is and how you can actually make it happen. So if you haven't already, the part that I would like to encourage you to do, like right now today, is really get clear on your dream, okay? Just the specifics, what it feels like, what it tastes like, who's coming, who enjoys this, how do you feel when you make this dream happen? What does it actually mean for you as a person, for your herbal business, for the people around you? And just really getting clear in that dream and allowing you to like bask in that and believe that it can happen, okay? Because we're going to be focusing in the next few weeks about how to actually make it happen, the steps, how to go through, and the those sort of things as well, which we cover all of this inside the Herbal Entrepreneur community, specifically in the Herbal Circle. So yeah, if you have those big dreams that you are interested in really making them happen, stick around, because we have got a lot going for us and we can go about doing this together. Like, that's one of the things that I really do find useful as well, is pushing each other up and keeping us aligned with our dreams as well. We know what we want to create, and working along at it together is one of the best ways that we can actually really make it happen and bring herbs out into the communities all around the world, which is a huge feat. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you have a specific dream that you are working towards bringing into fruition. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the Herbal Entrepreneur YouTube channel, because we do have more content coming your way soon. And I really do just want to reach as many herbalists as possible so that we can grow the herbal business community together. So today I'm just going to leave you with one last thing, and that is, please, please, please do not ever stop dreaming, and just go out there and make it happen.